Okay, let's get our day started. Hope everyone's having a good new year. Let me just set up my live searches here. Okay. Still nothing showing up for me as far as the boot search goes on. I'm also looking at amulets. Which is also continuing. There is a decent amulet on here, but I would lose 18% rarity. 4-3 prod skills though, so kind of a decent trade-off. Like eventually we might have to recoup that through rings, through new rings. But that would give me probably up, 15% more DPS across the board. So definitely considering doing something like that. But let's, I think we need some tablets. What tablets do we need? Actually, we're just going to start with totally fresh tablets. Why not? So we're looking for Ramon. Let's see. Rarity, rare monsters. Let's see, effectiveness, rare monsters. And let's go. We'll do those three. What's this guy got? Alright. Let's grab our scrolls, of course. Let's identify these two waystones. What do we got? Hit with some bam. Some dang. Alright, that's a great one. Good one to start the day. First one. Just did like one warm-up map. Did this Grimhaven. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go get jumped. This one's got 8 on it, but it's only rarity. Oh, does this one have? Okay, so that's only got 4 on it, so hold on. Hold the phone. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And we're going into step. Yeah, maybe we will consider getting that amulet. It's 135 divine. We said we. First divine. That right off the rip. Let's check our numbers here. 196 rare monsters, 169 rarity. That's good stuff. Heavy belt. Yeah, I'm honestly considering just turning off all like the bases, like the galvanic one that you just saw drop, and even though like I do occasionally like to slam some things for crafting, it's just mostly been kind of a wash this league, and I don't really feel like investing in crafting. Um, um, yeah, it seems like this league is kind of I mean, not that crafting's probably right where they want it to be, where not everyone's gonna do it, and as long as it's kind of like as long as the only deterministic feature is, or even semi-deterministic feature is essences, it just feels like something I would rather, you know, grind and buy things for instead. Wait, did I get 3 crystals from that? It looks like 3. Interesting. I don't know. Did they update that? Was that an update they made? Because if you get 3 crystals, that's going to be insane. I did run my temple because it was kind of jacked up. Had all those like reward rooms. I still don't know what exactly how to run a temple, but I assume that like all those reward rooms aren't necessary. But when I ran it, I was like, oh man, these reward rooms are mostly dog shit. And I don't think that they add. I'll have to check, but I don't think they add to the room modifiers. So I think I want to build my temple, I guess, more with the regular rooms that add to the modifiers. I think. Um, it's fun kind of going in without actually knowing what you're doing, I'll tell you that. It's a little bit more fun that way. I mean, it's probably fun knowing what you're doing, getting all sorts of divine, but I still still did drop a div in there. It was actually one of the first rooms. It was just the sealed vault, which is great because I've never gotten anything beyond like, I don't know, maybe a greater chaos from the sealed vault. Um, prices for things are also still kind of in turmoil. By I say kind of, I mean entirely. Um, that's mostly my hesitance in buying anything just yet. Still kind of want to wait for the things to balance out. Right now, currency is effectively worth very little. Um, just means like it would take a whole lot more of what I have to buy something that is crafted because there's just less people crafting and things like that. But we did get a nice div there. Nice. So we are up to, where are we at, guys? We're up to 89 plus the lock. And the price of the lock is currently sitting at, let's check it out, 279 divine, 275. You did just see it go down for divine. I'd like to sell it at closer to 300 plus. It will go up, especially as there is less emphasis on the temple, and people are finding the temple to be less lucrative. Um, but I think a lot of people still have pretty murdered out temples. Let's see something real quick though here before we get in too deep. Mm-hmm. really a fan of most of these maps. I kind of like ornate chambers. Yeah, I say that, but you know, there's a high probability that I sometimes eat it in these rooms. Let's go get another one. Let's get some more maps here. Actually, real quick, let's check the price of the ritual tablet, or the ritual omen, the omen of chaotic rarity, just to see what are we looking at. It's actually not bad. Let's buy 5 of them.
All right, your order is registered.
Let's see what 5 of these feels like. So we're gonna take 5 of these. I'm gonna take 5 shitter tabs, or waystones, whatever you want to call them. Bam. Okay, so we're gonna take this, so this, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's run these in maps we actually like more. See if there's anything good here. Channel, Canyon, Bloodwood. Not a big fan of a lot of these. I do like, you know, I like Rupture. Rupture's decent. Slick is decent. Let's run the Rupture. We're actually gonna switch on local knowledge while we're doing it. Since the Rupture is a swampy map. Throw this guy in there. Alright, let's see what our numbers look like once we get into the map as well. It should be pretty good. 287 rare monsters, 276 rarity. That's pretty disgusting. I mean, we should get at least a Tink going on. Yeah, but it is funny though, because like normally like I avoid like the gold maps and the cleansed areas, and that's where we got our lock last night, was from a gold map. But it was an overgrown, and I like the overgrown maps. I tend to find them pretty valuable. It's funny, like that's actually like the most consistent thing I will say about like dropping currency, profiting by dropping currency, is that the maps that I tend to get the best returns from are the ones that I kind of already say like, okay, that's the map where I get stuff from. Like out of superstition. Like my superstitious view on the maps that I like seems to be the biggest contributor of success. Which I just find kind of funny. Like if we had to like chart everything, like what are the same things that are different? Like for instance, I like Vol City. I've dropped a lock and a golden charm on a Vol City. I like Deserted. I probably have dropped more direct currency on a deserted map than any other one. I don't necessarily find these to be like the best currency, but they're not too bad. I've definitely had a decent amount of success in Rupture. And what's the other one? There's like another one that's basically just Rupture. It's not Riverside. Maybe it's Rupture. There's a Divine. Alright, so like realistically, I guess like, you know, this is kind of a closer to optimal strategy, I would say. It's not exactly optimal. We're not like buying the best, we're not buying the best, like tablets that I would use. Like I would prefer to use like effectiveness and rare monsters tablets. but this is pretty close. We do have rare monsters on our all of our tablets. So like I assume a strategy like this would probably get us um, like a div for map pretty consistently. Um, Potentially more. I mean, obviously potentially more because I've done less juice maps and gotten multiple divine. So, but like this amount of juice is like, I would say optimal. Um, let's see, is there any gold flags? Usually like to hit the gold flags. I haven't been necessarily like targeting the gold flags lately. Just as much as I've been going for like everything that's trying to get it like as many flags as possible. Um, let's do this. Some runic monsters. Logbook, annulment. But yeah, not too bad. Also, there's a lot to be said about having a good item filter set up. Being able to basically pick up everything on the ground without worry that you're clogging up your shit. Look at that. See, glad to see. I'm probably gonna remove all bases out of my. Like I had some bases in there. Like I guess what Neversink considers like A tier bases, but I'll be honest with you, like I want less than like I want like there's like three bases that I might want to craft on, and even so, like my crafting this league has been super unsuccessful. So we might just end up removing those altogether. And then we can really pick up basically anything we want. I might go in there and remove like expedition tablets and delirium tablets as well. Where did those go? Did those go in the fragments? Where do those go in? Yeah, they go in the breach tab. I pretty much removed all artifacts, so the only thing that would go into um, a tab besides that would go into the breach tab from the expedition is the logbooks. Um, I wish they went into the fragments tab, I'll be honest. Delete. Okay. Hope everyone's having a great new year, though. We're just, it's, do we want to run the logbook? Not this one. So these are just kind of shitter ones. Put those, we'll log these in here. I mean, like, they're not necessarily shitters, but they're not great. They're not like the other one. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Okay, we'll throw that one away. We'll put this one at the bottom. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's got rare monsters already on it, pretty high percentage. Let's go for it. Contain shrines. Magic monsters. Come on, give me something that doesn't suck ass. Summoning circle. Okay, I mean, like, you know, it sucks ass, but it could be worse. Alright. So let's, see what else we got on this area here. Any Wayward Isle type of stuff. Rock pools, not bad, not my favorite. Caldera's not bad. I mean, I don't Sump is actually pretty profitable generally for me. I just don't like it. Which is, oop, we have an overgrown. That's now there is a superstitious map for sure. Um, After hitting a lock on it, it's definitely the number one uh, peak of my superstition map. That and Val City because I dropped one on there before. Val City probably more though, considering we also dropped or my first golden charm on there. I'm trying to think, I think my second golden charm, I think it was a sump though. Um, so maybe I should get over my sort of dislike of the layout and all the fucking holes and trees that get in my way. Like, this one has like trees, but they're kind of like off to the side. They kind of frame it a little bit more than like actually get in your way. Oh, okay, skitterers. I like me some skitterers. We're also, yeah, we got our amelioration on. Hopefully we can get a little bit closer to leveling today. You know, over the weekend we might just make a push for leveling. Where we just do like pack size and experience. Tablets. I'm not sure about pack size waystones though, because they're spicy. Some of the mods that contribute to pack size are super fucking spicy. Especially that like double projectiles. Like you come across a fucking giant mob of poisonous crabs with double projectiles. It's like facing the fucking what do you call it? It's like the last army that takes out the Spartans in 300. You know, they just a fucking hail of arrows. I think we can go back into the old hole. Go back into the old hole, the old Vol hole. At Ziri's hole. Alright, we got a light. Let's avoid. We got two holes. Kulamax hole and Edziri's hole. I'm gonna go into Edziri's hole first. I'm a bigger fan of that hole. Alright, so we did, like I said, we did a lot of the map things from earlier, but now we've got sort of this situation here. Someone outside just yelling like an absolute dipshit. I believe this is what they refer to as like setting up your snake. Um, which, again, not sure how much I'm actually doing this correct, but we're gonna do it anyway. The only reason I'm kind of like not messing with these once more is because I would like to eventually get another limb, but guess it's not really all that important when it comes to the overall goal of setting up a nice... See, man, I can't get a limb. I might do that. Okay, we're gonna get a limb. And to prevent destabilization, we're gonna stop this one. Um, do we just re-roll the cards? Ooh, that was an accident. Okay, so that increases that, that increases that. So this is actually the better one here. And this is probably the... Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's weird that I have like one extra crystal going on because I'm only doing tier 15 maps, I'm pretty sure.
No two shots are the
Um,
same in this place.
Unless it's because I like ran like an unjuiced um, Nexus or something. That could have been it. Or less juiced tower. That could have been it where I got one. And I will say what was fun, what was kind of fun about running the 40 room tower that I had, it was 39 rooms, was that it was more difficult. There was definitely a bit of difficulty applied to it. Hey, perfect jewelers. Let's see what we can get. I mean, I die all the time, so it's probably like gonna be kind of ass. Oh man, that's pretty shit. Yes, I mean, guess we do stun threshold. Give me my leg. Yo, that was fucking bugged. Okay. I could have upgraded that and then saved it so I could do more, but we're not trying to necessarily do that at this point. We're just trying to upgrade our temple and see how that feels. We do have a... Let's see here, and we're gonna close the temple. Okay. So we protected a lot of our snake. We got rid of some of these rooms, which is pretty much okay. I don't know if we go around the architect. Like, do we try to get, or do we just go through it? I'm not 100% sure. But either way, we'll save those for like when we actually decide to run it.
No wonder you were locked away.
Let's go into this hole now. Yeah, like Daggerfoot shoes are like good, but like I don't know. Are we gonna hit? Are we actually gonna hit on them? Hit like 30? Because like you have to hit the 35% movement speed, or you're basically just pissing in the wind there. It also makes me wonder if I should sacrifice like 5% movement speed, um, so I can get everything else I want on the boots. Like, is that really gonna make the biggest difference? I mean, we'll be up to 35 with the rune, for sure. Come on, give me an ancient bone, you boy. You son of a bitch. Alright. Or an Omen of Light. I'll take an Omen of Light, honestly. Like, is an Omen considered desecrated currency? I feel like it's not. I feel like the Omens of Light are considered omens, not desecrated currency. So I feel like you don't want to get more desecrated currency out of the chests. I mean, this is just my uninformed opinion, but that's what I think. Like, currency is generally something you use to actively change something, and like the omens don't actively change something. They're like something you activate, and I feel like those don't count as currency. Maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like if you get more desecrated currency, you'll be more likely to get a ancient rib, but you'll be less likely to get an omen of light. Um, but you'll also just be more likely to get a preserved rib. Like I didn't know where to look. Okay. That was a pretty pissy overgrown map. See if we can get the movement speed on this. Bam. Garbage. Garbage. I mean, we can go for a third. I mean, might as well. Trash. Um, I mean, literally the worst boots that have ever existed right there. Figured I might as well go for the record, though. Alright, we'll take a little break from the mapping, and we'll do logbook and Kulamac real quick. Why not?
Well met. It seems that our forebears scouted a few islands before settling on the mainland. The remembrancer that wrote this logbook is usually one of my favorites, but in this one he simply drew an X and wrote... Come on now, don't go all day.
Should actually drink this energy drink that I brought out. Okay, so what do we have? We've got a lot over to the left. So like we could just path to the left first. Start maybe here. Come up from the top. Don't want that immune to chaos damage. We'll take anything besides immune to chaos damage. Did I hit that? Shit. Okay, now we did. see what happens. Not my best pathing, but kind of an awkward path anyway. What am I stepping in? What's doing the damage? Am I bleeding? Or it's, I guess, looks like fucking ground fire? But, like, I'm not seeing any fire. What the fuck am I getting hit by? Gotta, like, keep my eye down on that shit. One more. As currency or something. Yep. Crap. 5 splinters, not bad. Shit. 6 splinters. 6 splinters. Damn, these are ass. Six splinters. Six splinters, all low fucking splinter run. Damn, we got fucked. We're at, what, 40 splinters? Like, that's not bad, but like, used to getting like 75 plus. I wonder if I hit one of those mods that was like always ignites or whatever. That's what I'm talking about. So 52, okay. Yep, that one was ass. Okay. What's the price of these currently? Somewhere in the monies. So one of these gets me 3, so it'd be 150, really? I mean, that's pretty good. That's like a fucking div. I was gonna actually keep them, but at that price, pretty decent. Let's go fight Kulamak. Or as some people like to call him, Kulamak. Jump! Jump! What a fucking nerd. Let's pray for some good luck. Maybe we'll get a timeless jewel. Hopefully a tech rod timeless jewel if we get a timeless jewel. Let me in. Let me in. Got my active search up, trying to get the boots I've been stalking, but they mostly don't exist. Oh, ball of shit on the ground there. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's go for let's return the finger. There you go. Have your finger back, buddy. And a bunch of crap. We'll take those. Take a little bit of currency, I guess. All right.
You've got some goods in.
We've got the
Can
goods.
I help?
I think we got 2 divs right there. Maybe around that. Yep.
All right.
Nice.
Your order is registered.
2 divs and change. All right. Yeah, I guess while we're here, we can exchange a few other things. Why does it have all this stuff under own that I don't have? It makes no fucking. There we go. There we go.
Let's
Just
see
a
what
little visual bug as they call it. Let's see, is this going up? 265. It is not.
I'll post it right away.
Okay, back to mapping. Let's do rock pools. Rock pools is kind of okay. Do this nicer, juicier map. Yep. Let's throw these in there. Right. Let me check my trade links real quick here. If there's anything new that's been listed, absolutely not. Nope, not at all. Actually, it looks like the one sold the one cheaper pair of boots that I didn't fucking want, but that's fine with me. I guess the other I mean, I guess it's not really a good option. I was gonna say, like, if I can get a 3-socket pair of boots that don't have, or that have a lesser um, chaos, then I could just throw a rune in, which isn't like the worst option, considering there's only 2 other runes that I would want there in the first place. Damn, they tried to jump me. Did you see that, guys? Fucking jump me. love seeing the lightning bolts come down. Fucking love it. Yeah, I don't know how I got that odd number of crystals there. Yeah, I assume I just accidentally, or not accidentally, but did like a nexus or something with a lower amount of mods on it, which is occasionally happens. I tend to do that sometimes. Because I don't want to lose a good map. Like a lose a good cleanse map, or whenever I do a precursor tablet, or what do you call it? Grand projects, like I'm putting a grand projects into a tower. Sometimes I won't run everything because I don't want to lose the grand projects on some bullshit accident, mistake on my part. I hate whenever you're standing in front of a monster shooting at it and Shroudwalker pulls you like right up into its asshole. It's like I'm already fighting the monster. I'm within range. Why are you doing this to me? Like I'm not saying it needs to like pull you like it can't pull you in a little bit closer, but if I'm already close enough that I'm actually shooting it, I don't fully understand what it's trying to do to me. See, and this is kind of also why I'm like, like I think it's optimal to be doing the Omen of Chaotic Rarities and everything, but like, I don't know, it seems like I get just as good results not doing that. Like, at the very least, they don't seem to be worse results. Yeah, it almost feels like sometimes just slamming for whatever, it's just so much cheaper. Doesn't fully seem like it's totally worth it to purchase the rarity omens. At least not unless they're like ultra cheap.
It's your lail.
Also, I am stupid and I always do forget to do this. I hate this. I hate fucking local knowledge. Local knowledge needs to fuck off. I need to not use it again. It's my fault. It's my fault. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make some adjustments to the filter. Like what, this is nonsense. It should be destroyed. Damn, 90% chance to contain Esmeri Spirit plus one additional Esmeri Spirit. Like that's the Esmeri Spirit motherfucking what tablet right there. You're hunting Esmeri Spirits. I have the tablet for you. Do Willow. I like me a Willow. Willow is just step where the monsters aren't waiting to beat your ass. Shepherds, no! walk through these assholes and wreck them. Oh my god. Shroud Walk is so fun, guys. I would pay like a fucking 1,000 div. I'd pay like 500 div for a headhunter that didn't Shroud Walk. Like I'd take out a payment plan on it. Cache. Oh my god, was that all the pits? Really? 3 pits? Well, fucking lame. Weak ass sauce. Are we going back in? We're going back in, boys. Let's see if we can, can you even tell? I don't even think, yeah, you can't tell because my cosmetic, I think. Let's see if, you can see my robot leg. I know you can't see it on here. No, you can't see shit. What the fuck? Lame. Look at my little elf shoes. Alright, we'll put the cosmetic boots back on. I don't know, do we want to show some tail? Or do we want to go full leg? Let's go show a little tail for a little bit. Hmm. So I don't know how many rooms there are in here, but let's see what they're looking like. Probably 24. That's not bad. I mean, we're gonna lose a few here, but okay. Is what it is. I guess one thing do you lose less rooms if you run the temple, or do you lose more rooms if you run the temple, or do you lose the same amount? If it's the same, then I feel like I should be running the temple each time so that I can try to get like the medallion or whatever. That said, I'm not putting too much actual thought into it. I'm just kind of like trying to guess my way through learning the temple. Figured out how to path through it really well to get to Adziri, but now it's time to learn about juicing it after the exploit has been mostly patched out, because honestly, like, that stuff wasn't super interesting for me. The idea of like printing divines and stuff like that. Oh! With exploits, not my bag. There's plenty of other people doing that. Just kind of like mapping and having fun. Alright, what do we got here for these? We got a bull axeman. We're not gonna fucking juice that, but we will kill the monsters. Do whatever I can to kill a few extra monsters. Yeah. Let's see if we can. Go on, get into them. definitely still trying to get a. It would be nice to still get a golden charm. Looking forward to that at some point this league. I'm sure it'll happen. Let's see what we got. Frozen Falls, Riverside, River Hold, Canyon, Ornate, Morrow, Willow, Smary Ranges. We're kind of working in this section here. I feel like we should continue doing some work over here. Let's do this slick over here. See where it leads us. I'm gonna run this map. Why? Because it's not one that we used an omen on, and I feel like the omen maps have been pretty disappointing outside of the very first one, which we got a div on. Not. I figured that we could like assume that we're gonna get like. I guess I got like maybe 2 divs from 2 maps, but like that we could assume better returns, especially if we're going all rare monsters on our tablets, all rarity on our waystone, and then especially with the gear rarity that we're running, but doesn't seem to be the case at all. Doesn't seem like you should be plan on that type of return necessarily from using the omen. I hate all the shepherd monsters just sort of appear above ground. They don't like come out of the hole really. They just fucking show up. Like someone invited them. Okay. Definitely a little not great luck with our abysses today. Not like last night, where we were. I felt like we were just shitting out divine yesterday. Shitting out divs and ancient bones and shit like that. Felt really good. Fracturing orbs. I guess we could always go to I guess that's kind of what we're trying to do. We're looking for an area. See, look at that. Just a fucking shitty trove, guys. We're getting real shitter luck with our abysses. No coffers, like. Seems like they're punishing me for doing well. No, I didn't take the fucking checkpoint when I was there. God damn. Just be wolves. Or a farm as a wolf. And we're moving on. Grab that. Bam. Bam. Okay, 7 monsters left. Basically none. I mean, it's a chaos orb. Can't complain. We're definitely not getting the return um, from the omens per map that we would like. I guess that wasn't an omen one. We got one more omen one. We'll see. We've gotten like I think one div, maybe two. Do we have any? Yeah, we don't have any cleanser. Let's run it. Let's find a cleanse map and just throw it on there and see how it feels. If it feels any different, any better. I mean, it should feel better to run. Oh my god, dude! Don't destroy your atlas like me, boys. Um, let's run this one. Moment of Zen. It's the moment of truth. Hey, and Anvarius. It's actually a really good Anvarius. See if people are buying it. 6 div? Bruh. Bruh. Look at that. Providing. Providing, guys. Moment of Zen. Getting us some loot cake.
Can I help?
Put it up for a fast sale. Drop a div off the price. Yeah, all the cleansers I've done, I feel like I've just fucking turned them out. Frozen Falls, I guess. Actually, Overgrown right here, this should be good. We'll see what we get. Okay. Yo, we just dropped a second Anvarius ring? What the fuck? Check, it's still not as good, but we can check the price on it still. I mean, let's soften it a little bit. Like, we can probably get a div for that. That's hilarious. I hadn't seen a whole Anvarius ring the whole fucking league. I get one in a moment of Zen, then drop one on the absolute next map. That is actually unhinged. That's kind of a shitter fucking strong box, but I don't want to speak too soon. Might give you what you require. Got it right next to this obelisk. Nope, bunch of shitters. Yeah, we're definitely going to change up the item filter and make it even stricter. I don't want to see any of these fucking bases. I ain't crafting shit for the rest of the league. I'm fucking farming, and I'm farming, and fucking crafters can craft. Though there's not a lot of crafters right now, it's kind of an unfortunate scenario we're in. think we're in a scenario where a lot of people just don't find it valuable to craft, and it's not. But it's not if you suck at crafting or if you're not willing to put the investment in. But the people who are the natural crafters normally, they could still make a fucking mint. I'm just not. That's just not my scene. I don't like spending my time out in the forest killing monsters, not Oh, that's what we're talking about, boys. I mean, it's not a great roll, but let's see what the price is on this one. Haven't seen one of these in a little bit. 115 exalts? Yo, that seems like trash. Damn, that died in price, didn't it? That's crazy. It might be one of those things I hold on to. Again, like it feels like, you know, everyone's still trying to get the most out of their temple experience. People, I do believe people will be returning to the map soon. In which case, people are gonna really want to run those tablets again. I think. Well, I'm not sure. Well, maybe. It's great to see one though. I sold probably 30 div worth of them early in the league, and then they just sort of dried up all of a sudden. Also, maybe it's just my maybe it's my filter, maybe my filter or my sidekick. But then again, if there's any for 115, that's just kind of wild. That's wild to me. So much stuff has like absolutely fallen off in value to like a kind of a fucking crazy extent. That's definitely among the biggest fall offs I've seen. Especially Plague Finger obviously fell off. Hyresire mostly fell off. Unless you have a good 3-socket. So much stuff has absolutely bottomed out. And tons of shit is like actually stupid priced. Absolutely stupidly priced. Like, what is it? I mean, we'll look at some of the, some like the lineage support gems in a minute, but I'm pretty sure like the Guru Khan's Resolve that I have, I paid 25 div for it. I think it's like over 50 or something insane. Just unhinged prices. Like they're like unjustifiably high, in my opinion. Like they're only high because they're selling them to the exploit crew. Right. Yeah, like Deathman. Like honestly, like I don't want to see any of this shit. The only thing I'd probably want to craft on is like ancestral tiaras, but at this point, it almost seems like smarter just to like buy the first 2 mods or something. I'm sure they're expensive though for a good first. It's probably like a div for one that has 2 really good mods, and which occasionally I get 2 really good mods, but then I try to actually craft on it and fucking brick it. And I'm not doing the wrong types of things. It's just that, you know, with this league, the crafting is just between. And it's mostly just the lack of homogenizing. It's just not as. It's that, and also like the cost of things like Omen of Light are just so insane right now, and even Abyssal Echoes are just really insane. They're like almost a div. It's like 85. Last I checked, 85. Chaos for an Omen of Light. There we go. Speak of the devil when it appears. I mean, they might even be more, which would be nice. some multi-projectiles. Yeah, crazy we got a second Anvarius ring. Almost wanna just vol it, but don't want it to go wrong. I mean, fuck it, voling it. I mean, it got better. So let's look at it now. I mean, not bad. Put it up for a few chaos.
I'm sure someone will want that.
Yeah, this seems weird. Let me look this up on the trade site actually separately real quick. Let's see. Unforeseen consequence. Wow. That ship bottomed out. Crazy. 100 exalts, man. That's crazy. Let's do the, see what the echoes is worth. That's going down, which is nice. I mean, it's nice for crafting purposes. Hopefully, prices going down can help crafters actually craft more. So maybe one day I'll be able to get my pair of boots that I want. I'm gonna take a second and update this filter. I'm gonna remove those fucking... Okay, let's load this one. Now we want to go to customize, go down to our crafting. Let's see. I'm gonna remove that entirely.
Good news for you.
And there was something else I wanted to remove. Let's see. Want all those. Want all those. Don't want delirium tablets. We definitely don't want expedition. We don't want overseer. And yeah, that's pretty much. Let's see, rare tablets. Splinters. We're good with splinters. We'll keep splinters in case we're running. Just a special ultimatum wards.
I
Okay.
have a buyer.
I must have underpriced something. Okay. Let's export my filter. Alright, looks like we made some money there.
It's you.
Where are we at? 97 divine. Very nice. Let's fix our... Okay. Should be an even cleaner filter now where I can actually pick everything up that I want. Woodland, Frozen Falls. I guess we can do a woodland, why not? We'll just do a random. What is this? 1628. I mean, this one's all rarity. We'll do an all rarity one. We don't really need more for our monsters. I can't give me one yellow coffer. They're like, if we give this guy a yellow coffer, he'll be too powerful. Like, there's no way we can give him the opportunity to drop another Hynocor's lock or something awesome. We have to keep him on the level. We have to keep him humble. But that's part of the game. Part of the game is the RNG and trying to defeat it. We also might need to downgrade, like, I don't know, we might have to downgrade the tier um, of those tablets now that they're only 100 exalts or whatever. I honestly don't know what could have caused them to drop that much. I guess like, well, I guess like before people, I think what people were doing is they were like lock hunting with them. Um, and I guess since like it's no longer the thing to do, because Embis is no longer the thing to do, the price dropped off. Just seems crazy, like a crazy drop off. All right, we're getting there. We'll get our ass in there in a minute. Let's see. It's got to be up straight up here. Please, yellow coffer. Fucking trove. Let's try to go play some rooms. Hmm. I don't know why I did that, but we did it. Let's see how many rooms we have, how many rooms will be destroyed, all that fun stuff. So we're actually growing our rooms pretty quick, it looks like. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Let's finish this map up real quick. Okay. Back to the hideout. Hmm. Okay. Think we have enough for another div now. Yes, we do.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Just slowly making our bread.
Can I help?
Hmm. trade filters again? 40 div, what do we got here? Nope. No chaos, no actual chaos, it's just the fucking... It's the rune. If it didn't have the rune, we'd be talking. Go. Let's get a fracturing orb, guys. Come on. Okay. The hell is all this noise? Okay. Bunch of shit. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta call your shots before you get into the map. Gotta just say, give me that fracturing orb. They'll give it to you. They're listening. Maybe they'll give me a diamond. See, I said maybe. I wasn't confident there. That was the problem. You gotta express confidence when you ask the game for things. Got two pits here, or just one? There's just one. I think there might be another pit though. Yep, there's definitely another pit. Or not. Okay. Going in. think we'll have like over 100 div in the bank. I mean, we'll take that collarbone. Take what we can get. Collarbone's nothing to sneer at. The jawbone is something to sneer at, but we're still not sneering. We're still gonna take it. We're gonna accept it. Ah, yes, I'm sure. Let's go fight the stupid bird. Bro, you couldn't jump up that? The hell? Okay. Gotta go back to the beginning. Yep, we're good to go. Just gotta get rid of that fracturing orb.
Oh, it's you. I'll post it right away. What's new?
Mm-hmm. Do 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 do.
I'll post it right away.
All right.
Yeah.
102 div. Still no boots from me. Things would get so easy if I like decide not to do like farming anymore and just wanted to like level up or something. Get 1,000 times easier as far as gearing up, getting gear. It's like, why are these areas corrupted? Not like, did I, maybe I died on one of them or something, but on the Nexus, but like, did I die on one of these? Oh yeah, dig site, that would make sense. Steamy Springs? Mm-hmm. Just absolutely shredding these monsters. Yeah, I don't think regenerate life works out for them too much. With I think the poison definitely outweighs their regeneration. Bro, not even a coffer? Come on, guys. Abyssal arsehole. Hmm. Give me my Tinks, you fuckers. Ritual tablet, ritual tablet, ritual tablet. Honestly, I've thought about running some ritual tablets myself. Just because I think the omens are really high priced now. I think. I'm not 100%. I think I heard that somewhere. If they were like 10 div maybe. But I don't know. I'm not sure how worth it is, because like, unless you've got like optimal tablets, it's kind of hard to, you know, if you get a 10 div omen, it could take you 10 maps to get it out. If you get another one in that meantime, then you're going to be working on that one for an additional 10. Like, I just know, that's been my experience. Dude, just gold, bro. It's like if I get good stuff in like a natural ritual like this one, like then it's like worth it to break out the tablets for it, but like, oh no. Well, we got some latency going on. Oh, see all that quick movement there? Well, I'm literally not in control of my character. Excuse me? Okay, we're back. I'm surprised that I survived that fucking spike. Okay, I think we're good now. Oh, is that just a random fucking thing of poison that's sitting there for like the past 6 years? I almost got drowned in that ball, did you see that? I could probably pull the Omen of Corruption out at least. Might as well kill the boss versus do a big old loop-de-loop later and waste time. Oh, that's ass. Did it drop something? And I just... Maybe not. Thought I heard something drop. It wasn't like a tick, but it's kind of like the end ringing of a like mid-tier drop, but... Go. Why is it making that noise? I feel like it didn't make that noise before. It's like shugums. I'm just gonna quick slam these. Bam. Does a random tablet go for right now? It's like 2 in all each. I guess we can do that.
Yes? I'm sure someone will want that.
Let's run these real quick. Might as well. I wish you could just put 2 in and reopen the thing twice, or there'd be like 2 chests or something. Versus fucking have to reload the whole thing.
Hiding things away just makes them more tempting.
Buy the other ones, fucker.
The past continues to influence the present.
Sold it. Have an order? Have an order? All right, your order is registered.
Go. Try again. Think this is the headhunter, guys? I honestly can't believe people pull headhunters out of here. Maybe there's a specific spot I have to stand. Nope. Nope. Don't want that. We'll just do some random mapping. I feel like before when we were doing random mapping, it was just kind of, it was chill and relatively successful. You know, when it's gold on it, we're not gonna do that shit. It's a decent one.
Can I help?
Damn, we had a some sort of haste aura. Yeah, I don't open those. Every now and then I will. I'll be like, maybe I've judged them too harshly. And I'm usually always proving that I judged them exactly as harshly as they should have been. There we go. Terminal light. I wonder what those are going for. I haven't checked. I don't think I've got one in a couple of days. Prices are just going so crazy lately. Yeah, divine. See, and that's funny because like we were running all sorts of like better maps earlier and we weren't getting all that much stuff. Then we just say, hey, let's do some chill mapping. And we drop like, 4 or 5 divine worth of something. I don't know what the domes of light are going for actually, so they could be going for 2 or 3. Not sure. I feel like they're going for more though. Yeah, I almost feel like, like I'm a big fan of cleanse maps. Because they do seem to drop more currency and you do get fractured orbs. But outside of that, it doesn't seem like it's too crazy worth it to, like go out of your way. To like juice special maps or anything like that. Seems like it's kind of static or kind of flat. Doesn't even seem worth it to use the omens really of rarity. I mean, if you're flush, why not? But like, holy shit, stand some poison. Didn't even realize it. Almost got yeeted. All right, so there's only that shitty strong box we don't want to deal with.
What's new?
7 divine. So, yeah.
Let's see if there are any takers. Come check out what came in for you.
Yeah, like it really seems to me like the smart thing to do is to not actually spend any of your loot right now.
I'll post it right away.
Um, Seems like this is a good time to just start stacking the loot. Let me check my trades. Come on, boys. No, nothing for the boots. Anything for the... No, and nothing for the amulet. I'll tell you what, if I get the 134 for this amulet, we might do it just to get the +3 proj. I mean, it's probably worth it. It's got the 20%. I think I have, what, 38 in my amulet here. So, let's see, what is that? 20, yeah, 38. 38. So I'd lose 18, but I'd get a massive damage boost. But at the same time, it's almost like, do we need damage? Like, we're kind of holding our own. But, I don't know, what did we get? Since, like, yesterday, we've had, like, 60 divine. Something disgusting. Almost entirely on stream, too. I mean, it's no Cuck Temple exploit, but it's respectable, I think. I mean, especially if you compare it to, like, last league. Like, last league, 60 in 2 days, you'd be like, what the hell, this guy's fucking smoking it. You think I was the coolest guy in town if I was making 60 div last week. Or last league. Now with the Cuck Temple, I'm like a piece of shit for getting 60. Like, Jesus, like, you're only getting 60 div in fucking 2 days, like, in like 6 hours. Like, come on, 10 divine an hour, that's bullshit. Like, it's kind of funny, though. Funny how that works. Trying to get smited by all these fucking monsters. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Alright. Survive that one somehow. No rewards, though. Alright, we're almost 48% of the way. We're 37% of the way to 98. Jesus Christ, these fucking wand-waving assholes all over the fucking place. I've yet to see, like, an isolation drop or anything like that. Honestly, I couldn't imagine, like, really investing in the delirium shit too much. For, like, like, you'd at least want to see some of those fucking better, those better emotions drop if you're gonna do it. But it's just like, I got all these fucking things on the ground, really? Can they go away? Pretty sure I killed the monster that put them down like a fucking month ago. Yeah, I kind of miss the emotions dropping um, at the end. Kind of miss that. It's kind of funny that they did that too, because it's like that was like the issue with like breach splinters, like having to go pick them all up individually, and now they're like, well, let's do it. Let's go back on that with the delirium stuff. So like with the delirium, it's like, yeah, we'll drop all the splinters for you at the end, but you got to pick up all the other shit. Not exact. I wouldn't exactly call myself a fan. So it lowers the number of rare monsters. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I want to add more rare monsters, guys. Yeah. Well, that map's cooked. Keep giving me those shitty strong boxes. 40 packs of monsters dropping regal shards. Like, I guess we don't need distilled emotions as much, but it'd be nice to see some of the higher end ones every now and then, just for the tink factor. Dude, I do not want to do another lofty summit. God damn. I mean, I guess I like lofty summit more. I like frozen falls. I guess that's what we're fucking going for here. All right, lofty summit. Lofty summit it is. At least lofty summit looks nice. Maybe we'll shit out another omen of light for us. Okay, let's just hit this fucker. I ain't got all fucking day. Just an ass map for breaches. Especially like right at the beginning there, it's fucking horrible. fucking regenerating hoe. Where's she at? Come back. Guess she didn't want any more of this. She had enough. Right. Oh my god, another fucking shitty breach. I mean, we'll take a cranium. It's worth, what, like 7 or 8 chaos? I mean, shit. 7 or 8 chaos came out of a monster, I'd be fucking happy. So I gotta feign happiness with that one, I guess. But I will say the one thing about like breaches is like you know, the reason to run Abyss, in my opinion, more than Breach or anything else, is that Abyss has at least 4 good drops. They've got your 3 Ancient Bones, and you've got Nominal Light. It's got other stuff that's like, ooh, 10 issues is pretty nice. Whereas all you get from Breach are Catalysts, and, you know, at best you get 10 Reavers, which are not bad. It's just they don't have the Tink factor. They're not quite as good as, you know, any of the things that you get from Abyss. I don't want to say Breach isn't worth it to run because it's all I ran last league. It was last league, I believe it was the best way to get extra rare monsters on your maps in a way that you can just add them. But now we can add monsters through the Abyss, and you get seemingly more monsters, more good monsters, less bad monsters. Plus you get better loot. Like the high end of the loot is better. Even the mid range of the loot is better. Like ribs and jawbones, at the very least, are useful. You will use them, whereas a lot of the catalysts are not usable for most people. Most people are not going to use them. Am I going in again? I guess I'm going in again. Yeah, most of the catalysts aren't good, and in the ones that you do get, like that are worth something, like Reavers, they are good, but very rarely you're going to get a stack of 10 of them, and one is much less valuable than obviously 10. I would say that like you'd rather have a fucking collarbone. I might go in and just hit the sealed vault actually. I mean, like, I'd like it to go away anyway, so probably not a bad. Just go in and hit real quick. Takati, which one's that? Is that the Chaos one? Yeah, Chaos Res. Nice. It's probably worth a few pennies. Maybe a nickel, maybe a dime. We're starting to see the semblance of like a snake here, I guess. which is what they say. They say tug on the snake or build the snake or something like that. So I am here to tug on that snake. Yep. Let's kill fucking Ashjaw over here. Definitely not doing a seepage. Hate seepage. My god, we got nothing but garbage here though. What's ass? Okay, maybe we'll just start going in another direction because I fucking hate those maps. What's the cost on the fragments right now? Let's check it out. Oops, wrong one. Let's consider that later though.
Have an order?
I don't really feel like changing all the shit on my tree for a fragment right now. Let's see. We have got some shit we gotta put in here, I think. Yep, 10 of these.
I'll post it right away.
I mean, that's not bad. That's like a third of a div, but like, yeah, like that's like a sixth of a div, and it's one item, and it's I wouldn't say fairly more. It's fairly more common than a stack of 10 ash catalysts.
All right, your order is registered. Have an order?
We are almost. I mean, we're pretty much at another div here.
Your order is registered.
Yep. Now we're definitely at another div here. Bam. To 111. Feeling pretty good about that. Haven't picked up a lot of heavy belts to chance though. Got 9 chaos orbs though. I feel like if I had 9 heavy belts, we still wouldn't get shit. Man, these are all ass. I guess that one's decent. Hmm. I don't really like either of those either. Don't like Sinking Spire much either. I do like a deserted though, so we'll do a deserted. Pray for the best. I'll take a collarbone. Something. The hell? We get stunned or something. Yeah, eat my fucking arrows. I really want the breach tablet. I mean, I could. I mean, it's not like a. I guess it's like not that bad because it's a chance shard, and it takes up one spot. You know, it's not like having to carry around like a fucking staff or some armor that you're just gonna chance shard. Bunch of shit. What is an adept rune? Was that the dexterity? I guess we get those ones. I guess those aren't bad. Like if you're gonna, I guess it's okay to have some of those in case you're gonna start a new character. You can easily take care of there. My God, more chaos barrages, really, guys? It's like, have you considered less chaos barrages from the strong boxes? No? Okay. Alright, now just gotta wait for it. Come on. Excuse me. Not really, but... Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, I feel like a lot of times now, with the market so kind of funky, that, like a lot, like I would almost not consider this, like, the most successful day. But given that a fracture is worth 4 div, and that the Omen of Light is worth almost 8, basically like 12 div between the two, plus we did have some other div drops, it ends up being pretty successful. You know, we end up with like 20 div without even really trying. But like the divs aren't worth as much as they previously were. So it's kind of an odd place, you know, like if we're just talking about like the dopamine of a div dropping, like yeah, we're still doing what, you know, we're doing definitely really well. But if we're talking about like the overall value, it's like, you know, the value of the divs is so in the shitter that it's not that great. But like but that doesn't like translate to all items. Like all some items, you know, they're down in price too. So it's kind of relative in that regard, economically relative. But there are some items like that are insanely priced right now. So like those ones, when you consider those types of items, it's really not like the most amazing day. But like, I I said, it's kind of a weird spot to be in. Really try. I mean, I'm just looking at this amulet on the market for 134, 134 divine. It's, I mean, it looks decent. It looks like it's probably worth it. But also, like I said, it would give me the more damage that I would want, which is good. But it's also like, do I actually need more damage, or do I want more rarity right now? Like, I want more rarity. I could take I could take a hit on rarity for sure, but I don't want to take an 18% hit on rarity. Like, that seems like a little bit egregious. But like, if I can get boots that give me 2% more rarity, then it's not an 18, it's only a 16%, and that feels a little bit better maybe. But like, I don't know. There's just not a lot of the gear that I'm trying to get on the market. There's just not a lot of it. It's like, a lot of people might be like, well, just craft it, and I fucking hate the current crafting. Um, I hate having like not enough control over it, you know. And but like at the same time, like I'm not. I hate having the control, but I'm not unwilling to just purchase other people's crafts, you know? Like, I'm all down for that. But there's just not enough people crafting right now. And that's, like, definitely partially because the crafting is, like, how I feel about the crafting. And the other part is because a lot of people are just finding more profitable ways to play the game than profit crafting. Like, last league, profit crafting was dead because it was like more accessible to everyone. Now profit crafting is dead because it's like because it's not worth doing. People are sinking a lot. I think people are sinking a lot of shit into crafting, and they're just not getting enough of a return. Unless they're selling like, perfect tier items to like the temple exploiters or whatever, then it's worth a lot. But seems like a small market just based off of, because I'm looking for pretty optimal gear, and I'm looking at the top end of things, and like there's just not a lot out there. There's uh, you know like, if I look for rarity on my amulet, like as an explicit, there is exactly one other amulet, and it's a mirror. So like it's pretty wild. But like, if I look at it for the implicit, then there's a few more. There's maybe 4 or 5, and some of them, and they're like 100 div. They're in the 150 div range, which I don't actually consider all that bad. Like, totally willing to pay in the 150 to 200 div range. If but I don't get it as an explicit. I only get the implicit, which is definitely taking like an 18% hit. Uh, if we get a perfect implicit, I mean, I can always re-roll the implicit um, as long as it's not corrupted, which is totally fine with me. Um, I've gotten like no coffers in the past like 50,000 maps. Definitely no yellow coffers. They're fucking nerfing me, guys. All right, this map is pretty cooked. 4 monsters. Let's just get out of here. Let me check one more thing on my trades here. So let's say if I remove this rarity, we just went for explicit rarity again. Yeah, that, if I just look for the explicit, there's again 2. There's one that's a mirror and one that's 180 div. And that one actually gives me like more spirit, but I really don't need more spirit than 50. It's good. I'm not like trying to poo-poo it. They're both good, but like the one that's a mirror is the only one that like actually fits my thing. And even then, it's not that great. It only has the implicit that or it only has the um it's it's actually probably optimal. Like looking at it's actually the best, and it's probably worth a mirror or close to it. But like at least in the current economy. But like fuck a mirror for an amulet. Like I don't know. It's not a fuck. I don't think it's a mirror tier amulet. I don't think that you're gonna. I mean, no. I mean it's definitely not a mirror tier amulet. It's got tier two fucking tier three reses on it. Like you know, I don't think anything with tier 2, tier 3 shit on it is a fucking mirror. Like if they wanted as much, if they wanted 300 div for it, I might cash in my lock and go fucking get it. If they wanted 350, I might cash in my lock and go get it. But 1800 fucking divine, it just doesn't seem like it's like that's the number we should be paying for that right now. Just my opinion. And also it's been up there for a few days, so like if no one's bought it at a mirror in the first couple days, I doubt that they're going to now that the temple's being nerfed and things are probably going to start going down in overall value, at least at that high end. Because you're not selling to people who have that much shit anymore. Or you're not going to be, you know? Like that high end range is going to come down a little bit. Again, they want to sell it to me for 300 div. You got a deal? I mean, I could always message them and be like, any wiggle room? I mean, I'm sure it costed a decent amount to craft, but did it cost that much to craft? That's where it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to get over the 24 rooms. Um, okay, so it took out my pass, which was nice. That's kind of what I wanted. So now we're probably only down to like 22 rooms. So like if we get 3 rooms on the next one, we'll make a little advance. And I don't really mind taking a lot longer to set up my temple. Like I don't enjoy the mechanic that much that I want to spend all my time in it. You know, I think that the mechanic's okay. I have a lot better of opinion of it now than I did when it started, but I still think it kind of sucks ass. yeah, like I still don't think it's all that fun of a mechanic. It does take a fair bit of time, like not just time, but like it kind of breaks the flow. And for me, I really like the flow of the end game of mapping. I like taking maps. I like fucking crafting them real quick. I like slamming them in. I like going to the currency exchange with my fucking winnings and fucking, you know, exchanging out, trading up, and then, you know, every 5 to 10 maps. Like, I like doing that. I feel like the temple is pretty antithetical to all that. It's getting better. I think it's better now than it was since the changes, especially like getting in there a little bit more often. Let's see, is there any good flags here? Yellow flags? I don't see any. So any logbook ones at least? No. Right. Guess we're just gonna go in this middle big one and just hope we can just get something. Yep, mostly a waste. We are almost to 40% towards 50, 98. That's quite nice. Where did that come from? That monster's been dead for like literally over a minute. Again, no coffers. They've nerfed me. Yeah, I feel like maybe when we get to 50%, maybe we just go like do like a whole stream where we just fucking absolutely pound ex experience and pack size tablets. Okay. Four additional abysses, difficulty. Oof, that's a rough one. But yeah, pack size, experience, maybe if we get to 50%. So today is what, Wednesday? So maybe this weekend we'll make the real push for 98. I mean, we're gonna gain like one evasion over it. Like our evasion is sitting at like a balmy 76. We'd probably get to 77. Stink Soul, come on, Stink Soul. Is that like Dark Soul or something, but Stink Soul? Okay, we're at that 40%. 40% is nice. Alright, we did finish the abysses. I mean, we might as well just fucking hit this, why not? Just fucking gas them out, fuck them. Bunch of junk. Everyone's favorite thing, Artificer Orbs. I mean, we did get a... It's like hard to like poo-poo things too much whenever you get a unique, because it just means that, like, you know, you're right there, you just didn't get the fucking thing that you wanted, you know? So Dialia's up. Like, if these bottom out in price, yeah, 24, it's not really bottoming out. I was gonna say, if they bottom out in price, I'll buy one of those. Far from bottomed out, though. Yeah, kind of like Chanel. Yeah, just like that quick kind of loop there. Go drop some stuff off, and just head out to the fucking next, to the next. See, let's go back to look at the implicit for rarity here. Let me see, anything new? Nope, nothing new, nothing new at all. This guy who wants 185 for these boots that ain't that good is smoking fucking dick. 17 chaos. I mean, I guess 17 chaos is better than fucking 13 chaos, but like, also like, yeah, no, 185. Honestly, I feel like since we put the 11% on there, I'm kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling a little bit tankier amongst these assholes. Definitely think it would be better to have, you know, another 25%, get it up to like 36. I think then we're cooking. Like, honestly, like, at that rate, maybe it would be worth it. Like if once we get pretty high, then it's like, then maybe we can peel back on some of the rarity stuff, and maybe we peel back on some of the rarity stuff. But like, if we don't have to resell the old stuff, so like maybe I can buy a new helmet with chaos instead of rarity, and then see how that feels. More or less. Or like we could look into rings. I'm sure rings are fucking crazy price though as well. Just like amulets. Um, I was gonna say, like I have, like on this topaz one, what do we have? So like if I can find one that has, what is that, 37. If I can find a amethyst one that has 37 lightning. I guess I need, I think I need the fire though. Yeah, it's fucking hard. And we're in a spot. We're in a spot that we would have to like totally fucking readjust a lot of things. You know, I'd rather just be able to just be additive and buy a few things better rather than reshuffle a bunch of shit at this point. Keep them at bay. Will she really like get on her broom there and just fucking just rove around the fucking map? Like, that'd be such ass. She just like fucking brooms her ass away from you. Okay, one more and we're going in. We got Hask. I like that they block his ass in when he does that. That's so fucking nice. Keeps him in my fucking shit cloud. My fuck cloud. That's like a 10 out of a 10, 10 out of 10 fucking job that they do. Good job, my doggos. Alright, so we got 2 yellows. Can we hit both yellows? No, they're way too far fucking apart. That one's got a bunch of ass stuff right there. Logbook. I mean, we could probably hit like... Like, really? Like, why can't... Like, come on. This is the fuck, I fucking hate this mechanic. Oh geez, and exalt. Thanks. There we go, we got ourselves a divine. Got like 3 million jawbones. It's okay if we leave them behind. You just have rares on the map now, I guess. You got an overrun now too, though. That's kind of cool. But also, like, you know, outside of getting a Gnome and a Light, which is super awesome, like, now we don't have the... We lost the good value of the Abyssal Precursor tablets. I mean, I'm glad I got, like, 7 of them early in the league. But yeah, it kind of sucks. They're now, the values of them bottomed out. I mean, they're still in demand. They're just in demand at a super fucking low cost. Which is just kind of fucking lame. People will buy them quickly at a 100 div or 100 exalt. But before they would buy them real quick at a fucking 7 divine. Yeah, and that's entirely because of the shift towards the temple, just people not mapping. At the time, the abyss was so fucking big because of the early exploit, and then I think people were just doing those things just to farm, just because abyss was still the best, even with the hell. Abyss was still the best, even though the exploit got busted. But they did find another one. That they did. Oh, fucking damn it. Okay. So where are we going now, guys? We are going... It's in a mine shaft. I mean... We might just run it because who gives a fuck, but... Ooh, 69 monsters. Please give me more. Ah, fuck. I mean, 65 rarity. Or 69 monsters. What do we got on these? We got more monsters. We got rarity. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I guess we go with the rarity since there should already be more monsters. At 112 divine right now, plus the lock, so that's like 400 div. This is definitely, I mean, like, you know, again, like, you know, it sucks that the prices of things are so shit right now, or kind of so all over the place, because this is the best league for ground loot, I think, that we've had. If we weren't dealing with the fallout and the exploit and the fallout from the exploit, I think that people would be like, wow, this is a great league. This is a great league. But now we've got a lot of people who are like, this is a shit league because there was an exploit. This is a shit league because the exploit got fucking patched and I was having fun with the exploit. So it's like, it's gonna go down as probably a shit league. When I think the end game, even though we didn't get a end game overhaul, it's been the best. Just the changes to the precursor tablets and the lack of needing delirium, I think, has left the game in the best possible end game state that we've had. Very unfortunate that this exploit issue has kind of detracted from that and actually kind of the opposite, had almost the opposite effect as far as affecting people's perception. Jesus Christ, here we go. Yeah, and that does suck. That does suck because, you know, I think that, like, you know, I think GGG deserves a lot of credit for doing a lot with, you know, doing a lot to make the end game feel good without necessarily focusing on it like they said that they were going to. And, you know, a lot of people were upset about that initially. But yeah, it's just kind of annoying, I would say. I would just chalk it up to being, like, somewhat annoying. That the game could be in a better state and people just, like, you know, proliferate and the opposite. They kind of, like, you know, try calling it out as being worse when I think it's very clearly better. Especially as far as ground loot goes, especially as far as juicing and the streamlined feel of it all. I mean, I was having fun last league up into the day it switched, and up into this league, you know. And I think this one feels better. I think it clearly feels better than last league. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Feels better, not worse, better. Like, and I didn't even like this mechanic at the beginning, but it feels better.
The vibe.
We really don't have a lot for them to take away at this point. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta, like, as far as pathing goes. See, that's like kind of the thing is like I feel like you should like actually place paths so that they can potentially take the path. And then if they take one path or two paths, then you end up with extra rooms on the board. But I don't know. Should probably watch a video, but I won't. Actually do some sprinting. We haven't been sprinting a lot. Probably because there's so fucking many monsters. It's been pretty fucking juicy and easy not to have to sprint. This guy's gonna come back. Yeah, we might even hide quality exceptionals. I don't think we need quality exceptionals from the filter anymore either. Really happy with the filter. Hope I'd have to remake it next league. I'm sure I will, but it'd be super cool if it, like they were able to like keep most of it intact and then I could just edit it. But I'm sure that that's not the case. Yeah, the ground loot situation feels so much better. The only thing that feels worse is like ground loot as far as tinks go, I should say. The only thing that feels worse is like the crafting, but like so like I just have no need. I don't get excited for like bases to drop on any level. Like I'm not like, ooh, I'm gonna go craft this. Like last league I would pick up two or three slip strike vests, two or three tiaras, and after my map, I would try to craft on them, and like maybe it was only one good craft a day or something that I could get a couple div from. But like, I guess that's why like it's kind of confusing that they nerfed it because I feel like there was probably a few people that were overusing things to the fact that like shit was powerful. Like the shit seemed super powerful, and honestly, like I made a couple really good crafts like for myself for boots and gloves. Um, and a bow, using the using some of these more powerful crafting materials, but like I didn't really profit craft with them too much. Now, I'm sure people did, but I think like a lot of people were using them to make like a couple div here and there. Like most people. I think that obviously there are probably some people who were like taking advantage of them, but like I still think it was within a probably within a relatively okay means, at least comparative to the, you know, like people overusing the temple. Like I think that like, you know, um, if you're worried about people exploiting the homogenizing omens, but you're not worried about people like exploiting a temple mechanic, that's where it gets kind of weird. All right, let's hit these. I think we might have one more map to do. Let's see what we got. Do we have one more map? Or is that the last one? Got one more. Yeah, fuck it, let's do a Caldera. I like Caldera. Let's try to pick our best map that we're 69 monsters, pretty good. I think that's what we're gonna hit is the 69 rares. 69 Ayo. Up to 113 divine. Plus more if we count the exalts, we could probably squeeze another one out. It's definitely like, I feel like splinters are dropping less, like it to the point where like you basically have to either farm splinters or not. Like if you really want to fight Zesht and you don't want to like buy them, you're not going to accidentally get a few. That's probably the bigger like downside to doing Abyss versus other mechanics is that there is what the hell are you? Oh my god. You're not showing. Oh, there she goes. I was gonna say she's not showing up on my map. What the fuck? Is that the pinnacle content is weaker? Like there's the timeless jewel and everything, but overall you don't get like the big epic pinnacle content, which even if like Zesht isn't always the most exciting, I think he's exciting enough. You know, maybe at one point we will switch to doing more breaches. Maybe when we do our like push for experience, we'll do more breaches. Just for the heavy pack size you can get. We do have another rogue on the map. Let's see if we can find him if he's near a... near an abyss.
The traitorous bloodline.
Not sure if that was close enough, but find out. Yeah, I don't really know what the proximity requirement is for that. obviously not close enough. Can't even see bro in there. Let's go deal with the Vol Temple shit. Yeah, as much as like the Vol Temple isn't my favorite mechanic, I also think that it's just in a better state than it was. I know, you know, minus the idea of the exploit, we get the getting to deal with them every 3 maps. I think is actually just about right. Like originally, when it was 6, I was like, this is awful, and like my original feedback was thinking that like, you know, this is not enough, and that if we could get it to uh, 4 at the max, like if we could do 4 to get in, I thought it would be fine. But being able to just do it in 3, and it was like where I thought it was gonna feel most balanced. I thought like 1 or 2 was we would spend entirely too much time in the fucking temple. Again, that's just how I felt because I didn't, you know, I'm not as much of an enjoyer of it, so I don't want to necessarily be in the temple every map. Like if you were in the temple every map, I think you'd have to really cut down the amount of rooms you got, and it was, you know, it's one or the other. And if at that point, I'm just like, I'm just counting loading screens at that point. Bam, like 2. I think that feels good. 2 crystals feels good. What can I say?
Guess I'm fighting my way out.
Okay. Yeah, it's broken. It's not worth. I mean, like, I don't. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think it's gonna last a whole lot longer. I think they're gonna still make more changes to it. Um, if not like hot fixing, then they're gonna come out with 0.4.1, and that's going to absolutely change. They've never done a league where they've, you know, they've always done a 0.1, and they've always made further changes to the mechanic in each time. So it's not going to escape that. So we've gotten some hot fixes to deal with the exploits and things like that, but I think it's going to still change quite a bit more from where we're at. Which I think it needs. Let's see.
Hail.
So we're at let's get everything wrapped up here. Got 113 plus a lock.
All right.
Let's get rid of all the stuff we're not going to use. Alright. So the price is on still this basically kind of holding the same price. 1.5 gets 1. What is that? 1 point. Damn. Those are expensive. Yes, people are probably running breach for catalysts and stuff right now.
I'll post it right away.
Yeah, they buffed it by 40%, but I think like, you know, a lot of people weren't interested in uh doing it at tier 15 maps. I think some people are fine with it, but I think that like if you look at the large amount of people that were running it at tier 1 or in Holton, I don't think a lot of those people necessarily were interested in running it at tier 15. Um, but I think at tier 15 it is buffed. But like I think someone like Fubgun, like whenever they switched it over, I think someone like him, he loves that shit because he had three builds that could run it extraordinarily quickly, with no problems. But I think a lot of people uh, were happy that they didn't have to have an OP build, they didn't have to uh, deal with anything, and I don't think a lot of people necessarily invested a lot of their profits into their builds. I think that a lot of them just kind of they played the market with it more. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, because like if they were making 50 divine an hour off of like a super underpowered build that could just run the temple, then they had no reason to make their build stronger. Like I mean, like I know it's like the traditional idea is that you would go and spend your loot making yourself stronger, but I think that that was actually a smaller portion of the group of people doing it. Most people just wanted to ride it till the wheels came off, and then they were, especially people like you have to like I think that a lot of people they don't play this league very long. They probably played it, got two builds to like level 90, and then they were just looking for something to do, and they spent a lot. And this is what they decided to do with it. This is what they decided to do with once their league was effectively over. Yeah, I think if anyone does decide like to quit the league or whatever because they can no longer run it to the same degree, I think that those a lot of those people they were already out of the league. The hell? No, crap. Um,
The past continues to
I
repeat
think that
itself.
it's funny like they when they originally they buffed it in the second patch, um, they what they do they buffed the drops and everything like that, and they also made it kind of more accessible. I think that they could have done like one or the other, and it probably would have gone over with less exploitation. But that second buff that they made was like kind of a giga buff. Um, and honestly, it should have always scaled like for the 40% up as it did. Like I feel like a lot of the changes in this one were in the most recent one were stuff that should have always been that way. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like that a lot of people, if they were running a level 65 character through whole and or like even like a level 70 character through like tier 1 maps or something like that, a lot of them they weren't interested investing in a character that was going to be like a tier 15 mapping character. And I think the idea of now having to actually like run a little bit of map, I think it will actually have a much more. Um, I think it's going to be a bit of a deterrent to a lot of people because I think a lot of those people probably already did some mapping. They already got to the end game. They did a little bit of mapping and they were done with it. Um, it'll be interesting though to see what happens in the next week or so. Because like I think that today's New Year's Eve, tomorrow's New Year's Day, pretty much the last day of the actual holiday, and next week they'll probably be back in the office, kind of at full force. So, um, and also like they'll probably start teasing PoE 1, so they're probably going to start teasing PoE 1 and start getting ready to put stuff into play for 0.4.1 and finish the league off for PoE 2. So it'll be interesting to see what all they do and how drastic of changes they decide to make. Because I'm sure over the entire break, Um, they've been taking notes. I don't think that anything has gotten realistically too far past them. It's just a matter of like, and like they can't really let it go on too much like beyond this, because like if say zero point 0.5 comes, but like you're able to still exploit the temple in the same way that you kind of still can now, no one's going to play any new mechanics. They're just going to continue to try to exploit a temple. So I definitely think it's gonna get hit harder, um, if not with 0.4.1, but definitely with in going into 0.5. Let me check my trade links, see if we got any hits. Nope, not on the boots. Anything on a nope, nothing on the amulet either. Okay. See, it's funny though because if I want everything else that besides the rarity, we're spending a whole lot less. I'm trying to think. This one just has the suffixes on the spirit. Let's see if we can just get the. What are we looking at here? Definitely need to find one with. Definitely want to get proj skills on it. The one amulet I want to get is up here, and it's a fucking mirror. And honestly, it's got shit I don't necessarily need. I don't need the fucking. It's double corrupted and has intelligence on it. I could do without, but I can't do without some rarity. I mean, I could look into helmets too, but right now it just there's not enough people crafting a lot of the high-end gear. It doesn't seem like. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's look for the implicit here. Rarity on the implicit. Nope, still pretty much the same shit. Same shit, different refresh. I mean, this one's 50 spirit, 3 to prod skills, has the reses I need. But then it's got evasion from equipped body armor, which is actually really good. Like, that's not bad. And it's got the 20% on the implicit. I would lose 18 rarity. And I can't really make up for that without rebalancing rings. Not sure I see myself rebalancing rings. I guess I could look at rings next. I guess that's the next look. Get back to these filters actually. Rare tablets. No. I mean, I guess I don't need to see any rare fucking tablets. Or not rare tablets, unique tablets. Hmm. Logbooks for sure. Splinters, no. Let's see. Basics, endgame and crafting, other endgame. I like how Audience of the King is still in here. That's funny. Granted uniques. No. See if I could find the, what's it called? Unique multi-special. Okay, let's see. No. Here we go. We don't need to see breach precursor, delirium precursor, expedition precursor, overseer precursor. Everything else is good there. Okay, let's export it. Getting a little tighter every time. Three new items are on sale. Bunch of shit. Anything new? Nope. Anything recommended for me? Pilfer's ring. Maybe when that goes down to 90 again, I'll get it for, mostly for next league, I guess. Hmm. Let's see, anything cool in here? I don't see anything cool. Still do kind of like the verdant weapon. I feel like it matches like the poison. I feel like there's nothing for poison, which is kind of unfortunate. Nothing cool for poison. Hmm. Anything here that looks cool? I wish they had more level up effects. That's one thing that they don't have a lot of. Um, yeah, not a lot of leveling up effects. Just lame. What do they have? They've got like the wings or whatever it is. The Valkyrie level up effect or something. I think it's at the top somewhere. Mm, yeah, I don't think they have too much. Valkyrie Spear Bundle, Leap Effect, Thunder Effect. Maybe they don't. I thought they had one. They had one where you like got wings behind you. I know that there's like the Phoenix like sprint effect or whatever that they have now, but I'm pretty sure that they had a. Or wait, are these just bundles? There's a gem. Oh, maybe they're here in visual effects, bro. Maybe. Tormentor's rare finisher. I love that I can tell exactly what that looks like. There it is, Wings of the Valkyrie level up effect. Which I think just kind of looks a little dumb. Maybe not dumb, but like There could be more. There could be more finish or effects for leveling up than just that. Scrolls, don't want that. Don't want cursors, don't want characters. No, it's all lame stuff that I don't want. Can buy this and put my Hinocor's lock in it. I'd like to put a mirror in it, but game doesn't want to be that nice to me. Not yet, anyway. We'll get one. We'll drop it. Hmm. Yeah, I honestly hate most of the paid outfits. I'll show the ones that I do like though. I like this one. I used to have it. Well, I do have it on my PlayStation. Don't have it anymore. Like that one. I do like this one. I like this one. I think that looks pretty cool. And this one's decent. This one's kind of nice. This one's actually really nice. Um, this is okay. And I think the rest are ass. But let's draw attention to these where is it? Hold on. $64 for this shit. What even is this? Like if you want it to match because it's for matching this, it's the back attachment for this, you would have to pay $148, $150. That's kind of fucking crazy. Oh damn, this one. I guess the Crocolisk is $75. That's fucking crazy too. But you get three fucking shapeshift skins too. So that's a little different. This one you do not. You just get a pair. You just get four things. Kind of fucking wild. And you save 240. That would cost you $108. That's fucking wild. Oh man. Alright, do we want to do a pinnacle or something? Do we want to like do a Zest? I haven't done a Zest in a while. Maybe we will. Let's see. I think we have what, 100? 97, so we need like 53 to run a Zest.
All right, your order is registered.
Sure.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Sure, let's run Zest. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, I ran Zest. I haven't run since I got my points, which was he was the first person I got all my points from. So this should be pretty easy. We should just be able to absolutely decimate this whole place. Yeah, yeah. I'm never impressed with a lot of the armors. I like some of the other things. I like a lot of the visual effects. I like hideouts. Big hideout guy. Um, Honestly, like I think the best armor packs are like oftentimes the ones that show up in the supporter packs. And honestly, I think like some of them and the mystery boxes. I don't like to buy mystery boxes because I'm not a Gamba guy with that type of shit. Like, I'd hate to get, like, you know, 3 different pairs of fucking boots. And I have bought them. Like, like, the one league, I think I bought 12 mystery boxes or something like that. But, uh, I ended up, I think at the time I wanted the Arbiter wings. And, I didn't get them. So, like, I kept buying more boxes trying to get them. I just couldn't get my fucking Arbiter wings. Um, so I've, not gone back to the mystery box well. Just kind of wait for the mystery box stuff to drop in the shop and then consider buying it then. I think feels like a better plan. Um, and honestly, like, whenever you're using like unique armor, like the thing is that you know most of the uniques in this game suck, but like they look, you know, as good or better than NTX. Like I think the Hyrie Zyrie kind of looks pretty good. Like it looks pretty decent. Um, especially hold on, let me switch my boots back. So like if you run them with like these boots, like and the helmet, like I think that's, you know, it's not MTX, but it's not too bad. I feel like you know represents your character well. But like a lot of like the base gear, like a fucking like a vile robe and shit like that. Like you're walking around, you're running around with like a vile robe on your mercenary. It looks like he's wearing a dress. Yo, okay, that was pretty good. Bro's confused. He's just fighting my dogs. He was just trying to shoot my dogs. Yo! Is that a good one? It made a tink. It made a swing sound. Let's see, what is that worth? Whoa, what? One run. 59 divine? Whoa, look at that. I don't need that shit. Hell yeah. Alright, now we're up to 170. We just made fucking 80 divine today. Okay. I should be running Zesht all the time. That was my thing in 02. All I did was run Zesht. Mostly because I was like, I would use like the catalyst to like pay for the runs, and then I would sell the white breach rings in bulk on like fucking. I actually had a few people that would just buy them from me. Like I would just message them a couple times a day, and then I would take whatever else was for profit, and that was like that was my thing in 02. But yeah, yeah, and also like I wonder. So like, they don't drop their. Oh wait, okay, okay. I was gonna say like, so I guess they drop their support gems or their support gems um in place of other items. Like I don't think that that was that way last league. Like you would get a quiver, like you could get a visceral quiver from Zesh, and then you'd get a lineage support gem on top of it. It looks like it's in place of it now though. That's crazy. That's crazy awesome though. Jesus Christ. Glad I decided to run that. What a finisher. I think between yesterday and today we made like probably like 350 div. Mostly because I have this as well. Probably between 300 and 350. Super awesome. Very happy with that. I mean,
Oh, it's you.
do we run it again? Well, hold on, wait. Let's see. What do we actually get for the catalyst that we have? Guess I should check those as well. Oh, I actually have to go into my chest and do this thing where I go through everything. Okay. And go down to breach. Yeah, we might.
All right, your order is registered.
Yeah, that's true. But also no XP loss. I tend to get like pretty far with my XP and then die like an absolute clown, like pretty often. Um, but yeah, it's definitely it's uh, I mean not a super big deal for me. I'll take a little less XP to make some good profit. Damn. Okay, so we might just be running Zesh tomorrow. I don't know which one. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, these
Your
are good.
order
This
is
is good money
registered.
actually. Like even if I just got the catalyst, like that would have paid for most of it. I think if probably all of it actually. I don't think we need. Yeah. I mean, so wait, could we actually? So we couldn't run them again off of that, but we can pretty close. Let's do one more run. Fuck it. It is a lot though. It's effectively like a div to run them. But I guess if I just made 60 div, I guess I owe it to run them again. Yeah, it's funny how those his lineage support gems besides Olmetal's Nabrace last league were all pretty worthless. Like they were worth a couple exalts.
Suffocate.
Crazy how valuable they are now. Oh, now we're shroud walking. Yeah, that was crazy lucky. One run, one lineage support gem. Very nice. I guess I should like check the prices on stuff like that more often. I had no idea that that was worth as much as it was. But also, like, yeah, that's like that's the temple economy. You know what I mean? Kind of inflating things. Anything that's not in the temple to get is is inflated in price right now. That feels insane. compared to last league. That feels kind of like an insane amount of catalyst to be getting, plus the div. Oh, he like backed up into me while he was shooting my dogs. That's what I normally expect from Zesht. Bunch of garbage, but we got the div out of it, so you know. Plus we got a bunch of catalysts, so probably paid for itself and maybe a little more. And one Reaver's worth 11. It's pretty good. Not dropping like 5 or 6 Reavers though. Like, let's see, what do we end up with? 3 of these guys. Still, a good the div is good business.
All right, your order is registered.
Hmm. Don't have any need for any of this shit.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Yeah, I've got good rarity. So that might be why.
All right, your order is
Got like
registered.
121 plus I've got the golden charm. Not sure exactly how that factors in. If it factors in whenever you maybe kill the monsters or whenever the actual drop goes. If it's when the actual drop happens, then it's probably nothing, but still. I mean, so trying to think. We had 70 plus a div. So like yeah, we made money there. Wasn't like huge profit, but like with the div it definitely made it more than we definitely made something. But crazy, crazy, crazy to get that support gem. Makes me want to overspend on shit. There's nothing to spend on though. Let's see. This guy with this fucking mirror level amulet. I want to message him and be like, any wiggle room there, sir? Any at all? Let's see. This other one's only 134 though, and it does seem decent. It just, you know, I'm not sure I'm willing to lose the rarity on it. Crazy to see the Abyss Precursor tablet unique go down as much as it did. That's kind of wild. From fucking 8, 9 Divine to fucking 100 Exalts in like a couple days. Let me pull something up here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably head out for the night. Hope everyone has a good new year, a good safe new year. Um, I'll be back tomorrow. Get some more big drops. Definitely be doing some more breach. Uh, definitely be doing some more breach. But have a good one, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Much appreciated.